Okay, today we're going to be talking about 5 things every entrepreneur should know about Facebook. But before we get into that, if we have not met, my name is Amber Willems, and this is Beautiful Life by Design, where we empower women to be successful entrepreneurs and intentionally build a lifestyle of their dreams. So if that resonates with you, please click that subscribe button, because every week we share a new tip, trick, strategy, wisdom on how to build a successful online business. But let's get started in today's talk. So 5 things everyone should know about Facebook, especially if you're wanting to leverage it for your online business. The number one thing you should know is that Facebook is still the giant as far as social media platforms. I know some of the newer platforms are up and coming and growing, and a lot of attention has been given to, Instagram and Snapchat and some of these other platforms for building a business. But we need to remember as entrepreneurs that Facebook is still the giant.
Let's take a look at some of these numbers. So Facebook has 2,375,000,000 active users. YouTube is right behind it with 2 billion. Instagram has just crossed over that 1 billion mark, and Reddit, Twitter, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and Pinterest all have significantly fewer active users. So we hear a lot about Instagram, we hear a lot about maybe Snapchat, Pinterest, but it's just good to really look at these numbers and realize that Instagram has easily less than half of the amount of active users that Facebook has.
So obviously Facebook is something we should not be ignoring. They're clearly the giant when it comes to social media platforms. And as you're looking at these different platforms, you're probably wondering, which one should I use for my business? Which one will be best for my business? And I really recommend that you choose one social media platform and get really comfortable at that before you add on more platforms. If you try to do Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, if you try to do multiple platforms at once, you're going to get discouraged and confused and probably burned out. And I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to have fun on this journey. So I really recommend that you pick one platform and get very comfortable at that, and then you can add a second one. And that's going to be a much more profitable way for you to build your social media presence. So since Facebook is such a big platform, and because most of us have a Facebook account and we're very comfortable with Facebook, I really recommend that you do start with Facebook. And we're going to have a video that's going to go more into the nitty-gritty of how to build on Facebook. But for now, let's move on to the second tip, and that is the difference between pages, profiles, and groups. So these are the 3 avenues basically that Facebook gives us to get our information out there. I think we all know what a Facebook profile is. That's when you sign up for your Facebook account. It's going to be my Amber Willems Facebook account. But you can also create in Facebook, you can create a page or you can create a group. And these two often get confused. So if you think of a Facebook page as more of a static advertisement storefront for your business, is kind of more of a newsletter feel, whereas a group is much more of a community. It tends to have more interaction. You usually have to request to join it or be invited to join it, whereas a page is just open to the public. Anyone can like it and comment on it. So that's kind of the difference between the two. Facebook gives us these 3 avenues to get our information out into Facebook land, and it can be confusing to know which one should I focus on. I do recommend that you start with your profile, make sure that it is in line with your brand, and then I recommend that you focus on a Facebook group. Facebook pages used to get more attention earlier on, but Facebook is right now focusing much more on the groups. They're wanting to encourage relationships and community, and Facebook pages are much more business related. So if you have a fairly good sized business and you get quite a bit of traffic, I definitely, you can have a Facebook page. I mean, it's free. You never know who's going to see it. I definitely recommend having a page, but I would recommend that you spend more of your attention on your profile and your group. And we will talk more about these later. That's a little bit of the difference between the 3. So this leads into our third thing, which is Facebook is all about relationships. Now I know you've heard about Facebook algorithms, and some of us enjoy knowing what the current algorithm is, but I have seen people be very discouraged and overwhelmed even thinking about trying to understand Facebook algorithms. So the thing is, like, if you understand Facebook algorithms today, they could change 6 months from now, a year from now. So it becomes very discouraging. So I just want to put your mind at ease. Facebook's whole goal is to build relationships on its platform. Encourage relationships to be built. So if your goal in your Facebook avenues, whether you're using your page or your profile or a group, whatever you're using in Facebook, if your goal is to foster relationships and really grow relationships, Facebook is going to reward that. If your goal is to just throw out a lot of advertisements and just push your product, that is going to be punished with the way Facebook works. They're really focusing on building relationships and community because they know that's where it's at. They know that's why people keep coming back to Facebook. They know that's how Facebook works. So anything that you're doing to foster relationships, to build a community, that is going to always be in line with Facebook algorithms. So you can kind of in a way forget about Facebook algorithms. If you enjoy studying them, by all means go for it. But I don't want you to feel like you have to, because if you are instead just choosing to really be a good human, just focus on relationships, focus on building your community, your actions are going to be in line with what Facebook wants you to be doing. And even aside from algorithms, building relationships, being a good human is going to be what really drives your business anyways. So outside of algorithms, learning how to build a relationship with someone on Facebook, learning how to build community on Facebook, learning how to make real friends and real relationships on Facebook and how to foster that in a professional way is going to really further your business with or without algorithms. So it's really helpful for us to, as we're building our business on Facebook, to really remember that this is all about relationships and about the community that we're building. So the fourth thing that we should know about Facebook is consistency is key. And there are several reasons for this. When you are consistent about where you post, when you post, what you post, it's going to be very easy for you to quickly establish a brand, for you to build trust and rapport with people. When people are seeing your pattern, and they probably aren't even consciously thinking about it, but as they see your pattern, they're going to quickly make an assumption on who you are as a person, what your business is about. So the sooner that you really refine that and define that, the sooner that they're going to establish that idea about you and about your business. So being very consistent can really help establish that quickly. And on the flip side of that, it actually really helps you as a business owner as well, because you know exactly what you're supposed to do. Instead of being like, well, I should post something on Facebook, now you know on Monday I do this, on Tuesday I do this, or in the morning I do this, in the afternoon I do this. If you have a pattern, that's actually going to really simplify your Facebook game for you, because you're going to know exactly what you're supposed to do and when you're supposed to do it. This leads up to our fifth thing, which is your Facebook profile is part of your brand. I've had people that are like, well, I want to go over here and do my business, like on my page or my group, and then my personal profile is where I can be myself and have fun and do whatever and say whatever. And over here, I'm going to be professional, business-like. It doesn't work like that. If anybody can connect the dots, and in Facebook land, it's very easy to connect dots. If anybody can connect those dots between this person and this business, they're going to be part of the same brand. And we've all heard stories of employers that looked into, people that were wanting to work for them, into their Facebook profiles to see what kind of person they were. And we all do that. We all judge people based on their Facebook profiles. And so I would be very cautious about what image you're portraying on your Facebook profile. I don't want you to be fake, and I don't want you to be posting stuff that's not you. You can definitely still post personal stuff and funny stuff, but just be cautious about what messages you are portraying on Facebook, because those are definitely going to be directly linked to your business. So that's it for this video. The question of the week is, what is your favorite social media platform? And speaking of Facebook, if you want to connect with us on Facebook, we would love to see you there. Our link is in the comments below, and I will talk to you all next week.